Back to that in a moment. First, though, we start with that blockbuster ruling from the Supreme Court deciding former President Trump has some immunity from criminal prosecution, but not all.
Legal experts call this a big win for Trump. Ahead of the election, ABC's Perry Russum is at the Supreme Court with more.
Tanya and Terrell, former President Trump is calling this a win, a big win for our Constitution and democracy. Special counsel Jack Smith, the prosecutor in this case, declined to comment.
In a 6-3 decision from the Supreme Court, the justice is issuing a hybrid ruling on the case of presidential immunity, while ruling the president has absolute immunity for core constitutional powers. With the opinion of the court, Chief Justice John Roberts writes, the president enjoys no immunity for his unofficial acts, and not everything the president does is official. The president is not above the law. In dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor writes, it makes a mockery of the principle foundation to our Constitution and system of government that no man is above the law.
A very big win for former President Trump, recognizing for the first time this sort of immunity of ex-presidents from criminal prosecution.
The decision stems from a January 6th election interference case where Trump faces 4 felony charges, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S. and obstruction of an official proceeding. It's tied to his alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election. Trump has pleaded not guilty. The Supreme Court asked to determine if Trump is immune from criminal prosecution. During oral arguments in April, the Department of Justice argued granting absolute immunity would put a president above the law. In a series of hypotheticals, Trump's legal team argued presidents should have absolute immunity for official acts.
If the president decides that his rival is a corrupt person and he orders the military or orders someone to assassinate him, is that within his official acts that for which he can get immunity?
It would depend on the hypothetical, but we can see that could well be an official act.
And the Supreme Court is ordering the lower courts to figure out exactly how to apply today's ruling to Trump's immunity case, delaying a case that's already been delayed until possibly after the election. At the Supreme Court, Perry Russum, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And Governor J.B. Pritzker has released a statement following today's decision. He says, quote, no person, even a president, ought to be above the law. SCOTUS today left open that possibility.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.